Hello, Bronya.
Morning.
How
How
are
are you?
you?
I'm very
good.
well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I
Good.
have
Oh, let me just.
issues with my laptop again,
Oh,
so
you might lose
um,
Sammy in a
yes,
minute. Who
fingers
knows?
crossed. My neighbour very kindly lent me a charger, so
But it's a super slow one.
yes.
So we
So
might be using more juice than you're putting back in.
yeah,
Let's
hopefully
hope not.
Okay, I've turned everything off. So what are we talking about today,
Yes, we've got to be
Bronya?
really quick. We've got to get this done quickly. Bish, bash, bosh. No
Bish, bash,
pleasantries.
bosh.
No how are yous. Straight in.
Yeah.
Right. Today we are talking about branding and marketing. So we are continuing with our Cake Business Fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
We are on part 5 of our 6-part series.
Yes, we talked about pricing last week.
Pricing last week. We've talked about niche market. We've talked about ideal client. We've talked about your business plan. So the business plan is a start, and all these things you're going to put into your business plan. So today we're talking about branding and marketing because they're kind of all wrapped up very closely.
Yes.
I have a degree. I have a diploma in marketing.
Do you?
I have a degree in business studies.
I know
and a
that
diploma in
already.
marketing. But it's a very, very long time ago.
Yeah, and things have changed massively.
Yeah. See, when I did my degree, the internet, it was there, but it was all on dial-up. And it cost a fortune to run as well.
Yeah. So which do you want to talk about first, marketing or branding?
I think we should talk about branding because people get so hung up on branding. Like I've got to have a logo. I've got to have a logo. I've got to have a logo. Yeah, it's kind of important, but no one remembers you for your logo.
They remember your face and your happy
it's you, it's your
smile.
cakes. So
Yeah.
yes, you should have a logo. And the other thing that people get really hung up with branding is it's all about your logo and your colours. Branding is so much more. Branding is you as the whole package. And marketing, I remember working once, I was a marketing manager, and this guy he was being all a bit, like, oh yeah, so what do you know exactly? I was like, new. And he went, so sum up marketing in one sentence for me. So this is a colleague. Sum up marketing in one sentence for me. I was like, you can't, because it's like all of it. It's
yeah,
everything.
there's so much.
Yeah. So marketing goes back to everything from pricing to distribution but marketing isn't just about advertising.
Are we doing branding first though?
So we start with branding. Branding is everything about you. Marketing is everything about how you get your product out. And that's the thing, is that people kind of they boil it down into branding is all about colors and logo, and marketing is all about your social media. It's not.
No, that's true. Sorry, yeah. I didn't get what you were talking about.
Okay.
I thought
Sorry. We started on one and now she's gone to the other. Did I miss?
ping pong.
But yeah, so don't think that your branding is just your colors and your logo, and don't think your marketing is just your social media.
No,
because there is
branding is the identity of your company.
Oh, nice. I like. Yeah, it is.
And marketing is the tactics and strategies.
Go on, say that again.
Strategies.
Yeah, so your branding. So I have a logo. How often do you use your logo apart from your website?
Not really. I put it on my labels and things like that, or no.
So it goes on.
I have got it on my social media because I haven't got a picture of my face.
Yes, it's on your social media. But even on your social media, it's not your whole logo, is it?
No, it's just the cake.
It's just like a little bit of your logo.
Yeah, with the love heart.
Yeah, see, I don't use my logo on my social media. I've got my face. I guess I put it's on my website. If I do a business card or a flyer, it's on them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't use it.
No.
I do use my colours a lot. I have a colour palette, which is 3 colours. But the colour palette I use for the business of cake making and my own business. because it makes my life easier.
Yeah. And I am in the process of maybe doing a new business
Yes.
and I'm using the same color as well.
Yeah, it actually, because actually that is part of your identity, because people get to know you.
Yeah, it's what's making you unique.
Yeah,
so that
that's
people look at that and they'll go, oh, pink.
Oh, Sam. But it's not just pink, it's a certain pink, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
It's a certain pink.
Right. I have got the I can never remember its name. The Pantone.
Thank
you.
Pantone,
not Pantone.
But the other thing but also your branding is who you are.
Yeah.
How you talk to your public, how you talk to your customers.
Yes, your tone of voice.
Yeah.
Are you informal or are you chatty?
Yeah.
You know,
are you fair? Do you not? Are you covered in tattoos? Are you not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All that sort of thing is also, and also your cakes. Your cakes are your branding.
Yeah.
Probably more than anything. People will recognize you from your cakes.
Yeah.
You
your image, the way that your cakes are designed.
Yeah.
Or like Emily Hankins.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Look, you can tell an Emily Hankins cake a million miles off. They're not all the same. No. I mean, they're all hugely different, her cakes, but you know exactly what her cake is.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, Emma Jane. You know, you go to Cake International.
Yeah.
You know what exhibit is the Emma Jane exhibit.
A former cake crush of mine, the Frostery. They have that. They have their own unique style.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, all their cakes are different, but they have that style, and that is their branding, and that's who they are.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is the font that you use.
Yes.
Using the same font right across your branding ties it all in together, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because so our font, we have quite a clean we have like it's a sans serif, so it's without like little bits and pieces. So we've got quite clean. Now, sometimes when you go from app to app to app, you can't use exactly the same font, but if you find as close as you can, because if we suddenly threw in a bit of Comic Sans, people would go, "Who's that?" They wouldn't recognize us.
Yeah.
The other thing is when you're doing your photography. When you do your photography, if you put props in, make sure that they're props to do with your branding.
Yeah. I have seen a bit of advice was if you're going to use a cake stand, use the same cake stand, or always put in an additional. So like in your cake photo picture, you could have a sugar rose or some love hearts or hundreds and thousands, but always have the same, exactly the same.
Because you can't always take your photos in the same spot, because sometimes it's a wedding cake and it's a setup. But you can take a little something that's you, that you can just put in the shot and then take away again.
Yeah.
Or you can set that shot up so there's nothing around you. I mean, I've even heard of people taking backdrops and got someone to hold it.
Yeah. I've done that. I have done that before.
Have you?
It didn't work.
Right.
Because I wasn't technically enough minded. Oh, I can't get my words out today. To set it all up. Plus the cake was too big.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And the thing is that sometimes it's quite good to take a backdrop. Sometimes because they make venues put cakes in. Yeah,
well, the cake I wanted to have the backdrop on was up against a wall with plug sockets, like a wooden section that was like it was in a 70s hall. So I should go back now and AI it out as well.
Yeah, you probably could. And because actually phone apps now, I mean, I don't know about your phone, but my phone, if you've got something on your phone, if you hold your thumb on it, it does a cutout of it.
Does it?
Yeah. Try it.
I will, because I was trying to do that the other day.
Yeah, and my phone now, that if I hold, so if there's a picture of me or a picture of a cake and I hold my finger on it, it cuts it out and then I can save it as another picture.
Wow.
Yeah. So modern phones have got a lot of modern phones have got this technology built in. If not, there are apps out there that will do it
Oh
really,
yeah,
really
yeah,
easily.
definitely.
But yeah, so every time you present yourself, your business, your cakes.
Yeah, how you dress. So your customer. So say you go into a shop and you look at the staff. You're trying to find a member of staff. You go into Asda. What?
We went to a garden centre the other day.
Oh
Right?
no.
And Jules had been working in the garden. So he's got this polo. No, Jules never wears polo shirts ever, but he got this polo shirt free with something. So he was wearing this like olive green polo shirt.
Oh, and
And
you're in a garden centre.
and he had this pair of like work shorts on,
Yeah,
like like builder's
yeah,
shorts on,
yeah.
and he was wandering around with this polo shirt, and this woman came up and started asking him all these questions. He was like, yeah, probably, yeah, you probably could do that with that if you wanted. I don't work here, do you?
Yeah. So we've all done it. I've done it before. So yeah,
I'm stood at the other side of the shop killing myself laughing because
yeah,
he's too polite.
yeah. I can hear
He
him
let
going.
her ask all the
Yeah,
questions
yeah,
rather than go, no, don't talk to me.
yeah.
But yeah, so we all recognise it. And also, when we had Alice Benham on the other day,
Yes.
a few weeks ago, she always wears black and white. She's always
Yeah,
really, really monochrome.
yeah.
Um,
And sorry, carry on.
well, she did something that she went to a wedding. She wore a red dress, and everyone was
Oh,
like, "Oh my god, you're wearing a colour." She went, "Yeah, it only happens at things like this. I'm going to a wedding."
yeah,
But that's her. She's monochrome, black and white.
yeah.
That's what she wears.
A penny with your company name on.
Yes.
You could
Yeah.
you could turn up to do a wedding. You're rushing. You've forgotten to dress nicely, or you're just in your leggings and t-shirt. Throw an apron over the top.
Yeah.
It changes your look.
Yeah. Immediately, people know who you are, where you're from,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
clearly something to do
Oh,
with
the
food.
cake lady.
Exactly. But also things like if you look at someone like Molly Robbins.
Oh wow, she's got her own brand.
She's a whole
Just to
personal
look
brand.
at her.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole look. But then that filters down into the things that she makes, the things that she sells. It's a whole like it's like the whole thing's been styled. And I think it's evolved and that's how it's come about. But it's not just a colour. And I mean, I don't even know if Molly Robbins has got a logo.
I don't know.
I've
been on her website loads of times as well.
Yeah. If you asked me what Molly Robbins' logo was, wouldn't have a clue. If you asked me what pennies she wore, I could draw it for you.
Yeah, I can draw her.
Yeah, exactly.
Badly, but I can draw her.
So that's what you've got to think. It's not. No one is going to remember you from your logo. People are going to remember you from your cakes and from who you are.
That's right. I'm just having a look.
She has a logo.
Oh no, there's not come up with anything. Molly makes cakes.
She must have one. She must have one somewhere.
Yeah.
But none of us remember it. We all remember Molly. We all remember her cakes. If you saw Molly Robbins' cake, chances are you'd remember that one. You'd know it's Molly Robbins' cake.
Yeah. I went in her website, immediately got sucked in. I was like, oh, you're on a podcast. Come on, step away. Step away.
So don't get all worked up about your logo. But I would say if you were going to put something in your business plan, it's to put in who you are and what you represent and how you want to project that to your potential clients. And also it all goes back to your ideal client that, I mean, there's a whole company called Tattooed Bakers. If you are into like the alternative and they're obviously
very good, aren't they?
They're amazing. I went past their place the other day. We went up to Merton Abbey Mills for lunch and they're based at Merton Abbey Mills. But it's not open to the public. Otherwise, I would have gone in and I would have swooned over them. But so they're obviously tattooed. So they're obviously, that's part of their brand, Tattooed Bakers. It's their name, it's their brand, it's their logo, it's their identity. And they're relating that to a certain type of ideal client because my mum would never go to someone called Tattooed Bakers because she hates tattoos.
Yes. No, my mother-in-law wouldn't either.
However, There are lots of people that will identify with tattooed bakers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Or another one, I'm just throwing it out there. Say you were called the Queen's Bakery.
yeah, but it says so much, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
it's so many connotations. It says so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is your branding. It's not a logo.
No.
So
It's
much
so
more.
much more. It's so much more.
Branding in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Is that how long it takes? Shall I see how much charge I've got left? Let's
Go
have
on.
a look. Oh, 6%.
Oh,
So it's not bad because it was on 8 when we started. So
I feel like we're living on the edge.
yeah.
Oh, right. Marketing. Shall we move on to
Marketing.
marketing?
So why do marketing?
Right, marketing. Marketing again. Marketing is everything from where. So when I learned marketing, I learned the 3 Ps: price, place, product. That's your 3 Ps.
Mm-hmm.
So your product is your most important thing. What are you selling? Your place is where are you selling it, and your price is your price point.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the three Ps of marketing. I'm trying to find my focus in the camera. So marketing, a lot of people look at marketing and go, oh, it's advertising. No, advertising's advertising.
Yeah.
Marketing is marketing.
Would you say that advertising is paid?
Yeah, advertising is part of marketing. It's getting your product out there. It's getting your message out there. Advertising, is paid, but other marketing is like free marketing, like social media, like sponsorships.
Yeah. Aprons.
Aprons. Just got to think about aprons. Have you got a new apron, love?
Yeah, I have actually.
I would ask you if I could see it, but we haven't got enough charge on your laptop.
No, I'm not going up. I'm not leaving. my energy might drain the laptop.
Is that just a general statement?
Yeah.
So marketing, you've got to having a marketing check. Go back and listen to our episode with Alice Benham.
Yes.
She's
so good.
She's so precise. Sums it all up so well. But marketing is you deciding how you're going to
inform your customers what you're doing. That you're letting them know.
Yeah.
They're going to go online. They're going to go into Google and they're going to type in bakers near me or cake maker near me.
Yeah.
And then you're going to pop up. Yeah. And whatever pops up is your marketing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it could be your Google page, your website, Facebook, Instagram.
If you are on social media, I mean, social media is all digital marketing. It's all digital marketing.
Yeah.
I would say pick a couple of channels of marketing.
I was going to say that as well, because there are so many. But if you do your work out what your target audience is, and then you're working out where your target audience is going to be going, because
they hang out.
If you're like us, we're kind of like the middle-age bracket. They're going to tend to be not
middle-aged.
No, I meant middle-aged as in back to that, not old people.
Generation X.
Yeah.
Gen X, mate.
So they'll tend to be on Facebook, Facebook and Instagram and that type of thing. Yeah. And then you've got Twitter, which is now X. You've got YouTube, you've got Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat. It all depends on what engine you like to use.
The other thing is that also things like are your clients the type of people that will go to like a wedding fair or a market or things like that? And that again is, just attending a market and selling at a market. Yes, it's a sales channel, but it's also a marketing channel. So are you going to like a local, like a regular Thursday afternoon market, or is it an artisan food market or that sort of thing? And it's all marketing and it's all channels and ways of talking to your customer. and it's working out if your ideal client is going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, are they going to hang out there? It
Yeah.
could be, you know, so I've done lots of wedding fairs over my time, and they're all very, very different. You know, they're because weddings are all different, and weddings all have ideal clients. Pick your wedding fair appropriately. Pick your just pick your
definitely,
outlets.
definitely, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't, if you're not corporate, don't go to a corporate show,
No.
basically.
If you're not flowers and pretty,
Yeah.
don't go to a flowers and pretty
Yeah, don't go
wedding
to
fair.
don't go to a regular hotel
Yeah.
type
Go to
thing.
something like Pretty and Punk or
Yeah, find
you know,
the appropriate.
alternative. Yeah.
The other one's the unwedding. If you're alternative, I mean, I did the unwedding wedding show,
Yeah.
and it was all, you could see people walked in, and the people that were walking through the door all looked like the stall holders.
Yeah.
They all looked like everyone that was on their stand, and
Yeah.
you're like, this, it all just like slotted into place, and you knew you're in the right place.
Yeah.
So yeah, so marketing is definitely ideal client led, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I've got. Target audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
We've done like
don't do too many, because I mean, you could be on every single social media channel.
and having a meltdown.
Yeah, you'll just end up being a social media marketing manager.
Guru.
You'll have burnout from all your marketing, and you won't make any cakes.
No, so you won't have any time.
No.
So another marketing tip
Mm-hmm.
is create compelling content, which is something that you are very good at.
I've got better. But again, it's finding your ideal client and what they want to know, what they want to know from you. So your message has got to be educational whilst selling something. You know, we're all in business, we need to sell. So mine has been more about hints and tips about baking and recipes recently and all that kind of thing. But if you're like a cake maker, it's difficult to be, don't be educational without being a bit preachy. You know, don't go in and go, this is how much a cake costs and this is why, because you're just going to turn people off. But show them your background, show them what you're doing.
Yeah.
Make your cake.
Videos are the way forward.
Videos are. Although I read something the other day that said someone had spoken to someone at Instagram, okay, and they said that they recommend posting 3 to 4 reels a week and 1 to 2 other static posts like carousels or pictures. And I thought that was interesting. That was coming from Instagram. Now, I know that I've done static posts recently, and they get probably about a third the reach reel. But they do.
Because sometimes late at night when I've been doom scrolling, I'll go, oh, I just want to have a quick look at what they're doing and just go on to my Instagram and look at the pictures.
And it just comes up. So, I mean, reels are, video, TikTok, all of it. Video is the way to go, but don't completely discount static photography. And also static photography on your website, on your pictures, on your anything that's putting out there. Don't not photograph things, because one day someone will say,
have you got any photographs?
So, for example, we've just signed up. We are doing the Cake and Bake Show again this year, and we're doing 2 demos at the Cake and Bake Show, and they asked for pictures for their website of what we're going to be demoing. So we had to have those pictures to hand. Now, if I said, well, I can give you a video, that's not great for their,
I did send you a video though, didn't I?
You did send me a video. But I think they wanted to put it in a printed program. They wanted to put it on their website. So we had to have thankfully we had them, which was a bit of a bonus. So take pictures and video. Do both.
And if you have a website, this is a really good way of marketing your product. But you should update it every now and then, or as regularly as you can, because that will send more people to your website.
Yeah, because Google will see that you're updating. Google likes to see you updating your website. If you just make a website and send it off and leave it there, Google, when they do their crawling and their
Yeah, they'll think you're not using it and that
yeah.
nobody else is using it, and what's the point of putting it
But
at the
also,
top of the
I think
page?
your clients will want to see more up-to-date stuff as well, you know?
Yeah,
They'll
definitely.
they'll know when something's, and also if you put in things like prices and
Yeah,
flavors, make
yeah,
sure you update all them.
yeah. And another marketing thing you can use
Mhm.
is your search engine optimization, your SEO.
Your SEO, yeah, SEO, keywords. Put
Yes,
in good keywords in your
yeah,
website. Don't
and
stuff them, because Google will notice if you stuff keywords.
yeah, and don't use the same ones. Say you're doing an Instagram reel or post. Don't use the same, like don't copy and paste.
No,
You use a smattering of these and a few of those.
because keywords, the way keywords work is that computers can't look at your pictures. Oh, hold on. Just pulled out my headphones, couldn't hear
Oh,
you. So computers can't look at pictures. They can't look at a video or look at a picture and go, oh, that's a cake with blue icing. They can't do that. So they have to read what is written. So whether you're using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Google and your search engines, you need to use keywords, because they will pick up on those keywords. And if you're like a local baker, put in where you are. You know,
yeah,
always, my hashtags always have Epsom or
yeah.
Surrey.
One of my most popular hashtags that's looked for is Southampton Baker.
Really, that's
Hmm.
interesting.
That's one of my
Yeah.
top ones.
And so that's what you need to do if you're local. So you need to pick up things. So when I was making like the alternative wedding cakes, I had a whole list. I went through other wedding suppliers that were in that alternative niche and looked at what keywords they were using. And I sort of like picked up quite a few of those. So use things that are in your niche when you're using keywords, because then all the apps and all the algorithms can read them. They can't look at a picture and say it's a cake with blue icing.
Yeah. And if you put a picture on Google or on your website, give it a name. Make sure
Yes.
you name it
You
4-tier
don't
wedding
leave it to
cake.
your camera to use that number.
Yeah. Ba-ba-dee-ba-doo-bum. Use use like butter cake, Shrek cake,
Yeah.
you know,
Because
penis cake.
that's what Google is searching for. It's not looking. What did you say the last one?
Penis cake.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I heard it and then I didn't hear it.
Sorry.
But yeah, so make sure you use words. Use words in your captions, in your titles,
because
everything.
Google will look those words
Yeah.
up.
They can't look at a picture.
Okay.
They just can't.
So
But yeah, so I would say marketing, be selective with your marketing.
yeah.
But
I'm gonna kind of round this up.
oh, okay.
Okay, because I'm
All
panicking.
right.
Okay, so I've written down hashtag, well, it isn't a hashtag. It's the first rule of marketing is focus on your audience. And the
Ooh.
first rule of branding is consistency.
Oh, nice. Good. Yeah.
Let's see how much I've got left now. 5%. We did
Oh,
all right.
I do feel very nervous about this right now. I've
Yeah.
never felt
Well,
nervous in podcasts, and it's all
I
to do
have
with your
had,
computer.
yeah, I have had once when it was the end. I'd forgotten to plug my laptop in, and we were coming to the end of the podcast, and like we were just touching it, and I was going, okay, then I've got to go. Okay, then bye. I was like, oh, yeah, gotta go. So we're
Right.
not doing product of the week. We're doing
No, what we talk about next week? We
oh yes,
next week
we're talking
our
about your
customer journey next week. So
sorry, I've got
next
to go
week,
back
our
100
final part,
pages. It's
our
a
final
customer's
part of our
journey.
cake business fundamentals, customer journey. What journey your customer goes on from the second they notice you on any of your advertising to when they had their cake and eaten it.
Yeah.
Next week. Right. Okay, go on.
Okay, so top tips. Top tips. No, is that it? Yes, it is. Top tips. Top tips. Everyone loves Bronyas and Sammies. Top tips. Top tips by Bronya and Sammie. So I'm going to go first because I'm a bit worried that you might be using the same top tip because you spoke about the 3 Ps.
Oh no, I'm not. Go on.
So my top tip is the 3 sevens.
Oh
No, the 7 Ps. Oh God,
7 Ps. Okay.
I've had one coffee today. I've been on laptop alert. I'm just gonna finish this and have a massive coffee. Anyway, so
and a breakdown.
focus on the 7 Ps for
Right,
your marketing and branding: your product, your price, your place, your promotion, your people, your process, your physical evidence. See what they are buying, how you look, cleanliness, and how you talk to them. So
Nice.
that was bulked in.
What's
So
physical evidence?
that was the what they're buying. So they're like,
Okay.
what your cake looks like, how you look, your cleanliness. I mean, you don't want to rock up with dirty nails. Though sometimes my nails are clean, as they are now.
But they look
disgusting because I got ink under them, food colouring under them.
Cake makers' hands, they always look filthy.
Yeah. And how you talk to them, I think, is very important. If you're like, yeah, whatever's.
Yeah, act like you care.
Yeah. And excited, because quite often people say, you were so excited about the style of our cake. That's what I love, because I am quite, oh my God, that's amazing. I love that. That's totally awesome.
So we used to always send, when we had cakes to be collected at the shop, we used to always send you upstairs because you were so excited. Oh, I'm so excited to show you your cake. And we were like, yeah, take care.
Yeah. So that all makes a difference. So there you go. That's my top tip.
Right. My top tip is all about eggs.
Yeah.
Right. So I have been following this man on Instagram called Gavin Wren, WREN, Gavin.Wren.
Okay.
He is I think he says he's a food policy expert.
Okay.
So he's really into things like, so he'll talk about supermarkets and what people, do you know what I mean? Like it's like the social science behind food and what supermarkets are up to.
He's a food policy specialist.
Yeah, but he's really good, and he's been doing this thing. He's been doing a new diet every 30 days.
Oh, right.
So he did say the other day, he went, I've done it for 8 months. I think I'm over it now. So he's done like, he did the Mediterranean diet. He's doing the carb-free diet.
Yeah.
So he does things like that. But so he was talking about eggs, and this is how I suddenly thought, oh, I quite like this guy. And he was saying that in the UK, we like to buy large eggs. Do you buy large eggs?
Yeah.
Right. So we like to buy large eggs. However, he did an analysis between large eggs and medium eggs, and large eggs aren't the most cost effective to buy.
Really?
So I'm going to do a bit more work on this myself with some of the recipes that I do.
Mm-hmm.
But he worked out that large eggs generally are 23% more expensive than medium eggs. Right?
Wow.
So he then took the egg and broke it down, how much the shell weighs, how much the white weighs, how much the yolk weighs.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, although we're paying 23% more, we're actually only getting 11% more egg.
Mm.
So it's more cost effective to buy a medium egg than a large egg, because you actually get more eggy. The eggy bit out of the medium for your money.
Wow.
And that's my top tip. Buy medium eggs, not large eggs. Because
I'm going to try that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you only get 11% more egg. Sorry?
Good tip.
So I'm going to do some work. I'm going to buy, because I've bought loads of large eggs this week. I went and got a tray of large eggs. But I will buy some medium eggs. And I'm going to, because I usually weigh my eggs in the shell.
Yeah,
so
same.
I'll do that for both of them, so I get about the same amount of like weight, and then I'm going to crack them and see how much egg innards I've got.
Yeah. Wow, I love it. Yeah. That's something I'd never ever would have thought of.
I just thought I was getting more egg for my money.
Mm.
But actually, he's saying it's less economical to buy large eggs than it is to buy medium eggs.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Let's see how much I've got left. I can't bring it up now. 4%.
I can't believe we've done a whole podcast on 8% of your laptop.
Yeah, good job. But we're only doing a mini sode today. Otherwise, we'd be in a pickle.
Right, so next week we will also talk about what is coming up on the podcast, because there are going to be some changes, and our next group of 6 after this group of 6 is going to be slightly different. And then we will talk about bits. We're not going away. We're not leaving you.
No, we're not changing our name.
No, we're not changing who we are. We're not changing our fonts. We're not changing our logo.
No.
We're not changing any of that.
Colours.
Definitely not changing the colours, because I would have to change everything then. But yeah, we will have a chat about where we are going to take the podcast next, because we've been doing this for 4.5 years. Time for a change.
Is it that long?
And we will talk about customer journey. So
don't forget to like,
subscribe,
follow, dance, of course.
Send in your Friday afternoon bake lift dance.
Oh yeah, for our Spotify list.
Yeah, Spotify list.
Yeah, I listened to that on my dog walk the other day. It was really nice. And don't forget to leave us comments and things like that, because we do like to read out any comments and things.
We do. We haven't had any messages for a while. It might be that I haven't really been on our Instagram that much for a while, but yeah, please send us messages either on Instagram, on Spotify, any reviews. We try and check up on all of them, and we just because we love our listeners. Our listeners are the best.
Yeah. And I'm going on my French tour soon, and I will be going to Madame Spoon's in Belgium.
That's a great name, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm very, very excited to meet Emma. She's so lovely. I can't wait.
Oh, right. See you next week then.
Okay. Bye. That was a big one.